Well, looks like it's theory time. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the one and only theory, where today we will be talking about Millie's Destiny. Now, what is Millie's Destiny, you may be wondering? Well, Millie's Destiny is a project being created by YouTuber ManicVA and YouTuber SMG11, also known as Millie VA. Now, what I have seen from ManicVA's channel is that the main villain of Millie's Destiny will be none other than Mr.Puzzles. Now, who is Mr.Puzzles, you may be asking yourself? Well, Mr.Puzzles is the main antagonist of the SMG4 series being introduced in the Puzzlevision arc. Now, the backstory of Mr. Puzzles is, well, a bit upsetting. So, he was a kid who was so obsessed with TV because his father neglected him, as seen in the recent SMG4 episode, Mr. Puzzles' Clubhouse. Now, what is Mr. Puzzles' role in Millie's Destiny? Mr. Puzzles is the main villain in Millie's Destiny, while Millie's father, more on him later, being a secondary villain. So now we are going to be getting into the tapes. So if you look on ManicVA's channel, one of the creators of Millie's Destiny, you can see that there are videos that are each labeled tape, and then a number, and there are 5 of these tapes. So what are the meaning of these tapes? Why are they here? And what role do they play in Millie's Destiny? Well, I have an answer. See, if you look at all 5 of the tapes, they have something to do with Mr. Puzzles or Millie. There are more secrets in the tapes, not just the tapes themselves, but the tape's audio. There are these things called spectrograms where you can hide images and other things in the audio of anything, and if we decipher the tape 2, there's a spectrogram hidden inside of it. So let's see what he hid inside of these tapes. So let's start with tape 2. If we extract the audio and put it into this little program called Audacity, then do some magic and BAM! Spectrogram! Now, if we just zoom in on the audio and widen it out, we can see that there are images. If we just scroll a bit farther, we can see that there's an image of Mr. Puzzles saying checking on someone's secrets. Now, what does Mr. Puzzles mean by checking on someone's secrets? Well, obviously that someone is him, but who is checking on its secrets? Well, we can assume it might be Millie, because she maybe wants to find out what Mr. Puzzles is up to and what his plans are. So clearly, we're not done with these tapes. What about tapes 1 and 3? Well, they all have images within the video, so all we have to do is just take screenshots of the darkened images in the tapes, brighten them, and figure out what's going on. So in tape 1, we have a dark image that plays through the whole tape, and if we brighten this image to its max, we can see a man putting his hands against the screen. So what does this have to do with anything with Millie's Destiny? Well, we can assume that maybe it's one of the main antagonists going up against Mr. Puzzles. After all, the tapes are all centered around Mr. Puzzles and Millie. Now, let's get into tape 3. So, near the end of tape 3, we have just a regular black screen, right? Wrong. If we brighten the image to its max, we can see a picture of Bill Cipher. What about tapes 4 and 5? Well, tapes 4 and 5 don't really have that many secrets to uncover about them. Now, let's focus on Millie's father. What is Millie's father's role in Millie's Destiny? Well, I already told you. He's the secondary villain. But he's not just the secondary villain. In the video titled Teaser, we can see that Millie's father is an abusive father and a raging alcoholic. But why? Well, that's the thing. We have no evidence pointing towards on why Millie's father is an alcoholic and an abusive father. What's Millie's father's real name? Well, I have an idea. Since Millie's name starts with the letter M, maybe Millie's father's name also starts with the letter M. Maybe it could be Michael, Mason, or Miles. Now we're going to be moving on to the OSTs. The OSTs are also a very important part of Millie's Destiny. There are 9 of them to be exact, each one having a different title, but I'm only going to be covering 3 of them. The Him OST, the Truck OST, and the Confrontation OST. First, we're going to be focusing on the Him OST. The Him OST is most likely going to be the introduction to Mr. Puzzles, since the cover is him sitting in a chair looking at screens. Then, the Truck OST. This OST hints at Millie getting chased by a truck by Mr. Puzzles, or something involving Mr. Puzzles in a truck. We don't know. Then, the Confrontation OST. This OST hints at Millie and whoever this guy is going to have a conversation with Mr. Puzzles about something important. So, looking at all of this evidence, it's safe to say we have uncovered the full story of Millie's destiny. But hey, that's just a theory! A Millie theory! Thanks for watching.